So this is the new National Art Museum. Wow, they did an amazing job. The building wraps all the way down the block that way, but then in between, this is the Nobel Peace Center, and in between there's a walkway where the entrance is for the National Arts Building. And it's just beautiful. They did such an amazing job. I can't wait to go in and check it out. And then on the way out, we'll check out the Nobel Peace Center. It's beautiful. Okay, so today we're in the new National Museum in Oslo. Yes, that's a Mona Lisa, but it's a copy by one of his students or perhaps somebody else later. And yeah, it's a great new building. I'm just going to give you a little glimpse. I mean, we don't do anything half-assed here in Norway. It's just beautiful, clean, light, elegant, with not a ton of fluff. Yeah. And we'll take you around. So dig. And this is just some more. And the next room, really, really super clean. I'm really impressed by the new museum. It's really, really great. Let me check out this other room here. I mean, I was in the last one, and it was so great, but it was very old. It had been there a long time, and it's still standing. I walked past it earlier today. But my goodness, this is really well done. I mean, all right, let's keep moving. Okay. And there's a good crowd here today as well, so even some school students and whatnot. So we're going to keep moving. It's pretty cool, I must say. I think the lighting is exquisite, and it changes from room to room. So this is totally different from the last room. It's really, really well done. And the wall color changes from room to room. It's pretty frickin' brilliant, really. Very, very smart. They've done a great job. Really, really great. I just think that the paintings pop more because of the lighting, the type of lighting, where they're put, and the different colors of the walls in each room. And once again, check out the different paint on the walls to fit the era, but also to highlight the paintings from that era This box was from the old museum that made it over. I think that was the King's, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check that out, but I remember that distinctly from the old museum. It's very cool. And yeah, so just check out the lighting and again, the different color paint from room to room. It's just perfect. And here we go. Once again, a different color, a different shade, which complements the last room and the paintings in the room. It's amazing. Check it out. It's really, really well done. Really brilliant. Oh, that's great. Anything to do with the sea, I'm a sucker for. But I just think it's so brilliant to change the colors, sometimes slightly and sometimes not so slightly, from room to room. And then we enter another gallery here where the green is a little bit different. This is the nature. So we're featuring nature here, and so it's just a slightly lighter green than in the last room. I mean, I just think it's so well done. I'm so proud of Norway and the way they handle these things. I honestly do not think it could be better. Just amazing. And I don't know if we were allowed, I was talking to the security guard about this. I don't know if we were allowed to do this film in the old museum, but I know for a fact that the last time I went to the Monk Museum, you weren't allowed to take photos or film, and he says they've changed that, which would be great, because we were sneaking pictures of the Scream underneath our coats. It was pretty hilarious. But yeah, there you go. And again, here's another shade, a different shade of green, sort of a bluish green for portraits, which are great, by the way. Really dig it. But it took me a couple of rooms to realize that they were changing the shades, but it's so smart. And indeed, another shade of gray in this room, a grayish blue with a little grayish blue-green with a little bit more gray and blue in it for some landscape photos. It's really freaking amazing. Wow. It's just very, very well done, my friends. I love this stuff. Here's a little secret, if you've gotten this far in this video. If I was going to do anything for a living besides music, it was going to be rescuing stolen Nazi art from World War II. That was always my desire. And unfortunately, the music thing took up most of my energy, but if I couldn't be a musician, this is what I would do. I would go get, or try to get the art back from the bastards that took it. Because there's nothing more precious to me than art, which is why in a minute, I'm gonna put this phone down and try to enjoy the rest of the museum. But I thought you'd really like to see some of this. So this is the new National Museum. And this is the first time I've been there, so dig. The last room on my way out. This is kind of a light yellow sort of vibe. It's not being picked up so well on the phone, but it's got that patina about it. And then after this, we go out to my right, and I think it takes us to another part of the museum. But this is appropriate for these desert scenes, which I think are really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this little trip through the Norwegian National Museum, the new one in Oslo. And as we all know, the Vikings went south, thus southward bound. And on our way out, there's a Gauguin and a Van Gogh. Here, one of his self-portraits, and a Cézanne, and another Cézanne. So there you have it. And there's a lot more stuff. And again, this is another room where the color of the paint changes quite a bit, so it's fascinating. Sculpture room. And then open to the outside. Sculpture room. Busts. Pretty cool. And the wood totally makes sense in here. Way better. Very smart. Oh, and this leads to the other part where I was in earlier that you all saw. So there you go. I know I said I was done, but last but not least, I mean, come on. Let's get some Munch in there. Not, he may be the most famous from Norway. It's not to say he's the best, but yeah, everybody knows Edvard Munch. And he was really great. I mean, yeah, we know all about the Scream, but and his room is his own color. This is like a dark blue, but not too dark. It's fascinating. And he was really great. He was very prolific. I'll tell you all a story about Munch, because the family that was his patron are the Olsen family, who are billionaires in shipping and other endeavors. And I'm friends with Petter Olsen. His older brother, Frederick, is the one that is supposedly Mr. Burns is based on from The Simpsons. Now, there's conflicting reports on that. I'm going to have to ask Matt Groening about it personally to find out if that's true. But Petter, his brother, his little brother, younger brother, is a Grateful Dead fan. And I went and had rakfisk with them, which you definitely do not want rockfisk under any circumstances. It's fish, it's trout that's been left up in the mountains at an altitude, raw, wrapped in salt and aluminum foil for a year. And then they eat it at Christmas. They tried to feed it to me again this trip. But Petter Olsen invited me to have rockfisk at his house in Oslo, and his family owns 5 of the 9 screens. And here's the first one. This is apparently from the monk family themselves. But there are 9 altogether. All right, catch you later.